Wow. All right. So, yeah, that was Mystery Book Challenge number 13, and the answer was Jingo by Terry Pratchett. And, I decided to do something crazy this time. I've decided to make the winner everybody who participated in this particular challenge. Everybody. And so everybody was going to win some kind of 30-second. 30-second. Oh, God. That rule just went out of the window, like, after the very first one. Oh, my God. But anyway, thank you, everyone who participated. Quite a few people did. Some people have not gotten back to me with what they want, so I'm just going to assume they've decided to opt out of getting the prize, because, it'll be complicated to try and get that out later after all the 100 Days of Narration challenge is done. Anyway, so to the people who opted out, but who did participate and get the right answer, or in one person's case, the wrong answer actually, but let's do this anyway. Zariat, who has guessed quite since the very beginning, I think, more or less, who opted out because he wanted me to do like a commercial for Super Mario Kart from the 1990s, but I have no idea what that person is saying. So that makes transcription very difficult. Another winner was Murderman Sam, who also opted out, and he would prefer to be called just Sam, but that would make things confusing because there are lots of Sams in the world, so I have to refer to you as Murderman Sam. But thank you, Sam, for participating in this for the very first time. The winners are Tom Donath, who didn't get back to me, so I'm guessing he's opted out. Mecha Hobo, who also didn't get back to me, so I'm guessing he's opted out, or her. I don't actually know the gender for most of these Gara people. And Emmanuel Ruya, who actually who gave the wrong guess. So he guessed Feet of Clay instead of Jingo. But I decided to, why not? It's the very last one. Mystery Book Challenge number 13, very last one, so why not? He got the author right, he got Terry Pratchett right, just wrong book, so, I'll be lenient just this once. But he also never got back to me with what he wanted, so I'm just assuming that he just didn't want me to record anything, along with the other 5 people. In fact, how many people did try and guess, actually? 15 people participated in this particular challenge, and so that makes 11 recordings. I'm not good at math. How many recordings did I do? 10. I did 10 recordings. How did that happen? I don't know. I'm not good at math. Oh, sorry, no, 5 people opted out. Not good at math. That's why I work at the Australian Taxation Office, where nobody's good at math. Yeah, we're just making things up. Shh, don't tell anybody. So anyway, the people who did opt in, and the winners, along with the other 5 I just mentioned, were DantarBlade, Capitalist 111, MwalkerMuppet, The Dark Master 13, DemonicBliss, nixlasher, 64-powered, SventheCrusader, and on Facebook I got guesses from Anthony DeMoss and Nigel John Slack. So thank you to those people who guessed correctly and decided to opt in on getting the recording done, and some of you took real advantage of that, because so far the longest one, longest thing I've had to record from this was 2.5 minutes, which is, significantly longer than 30 seconds, and even longer than the 1 minute, which I've been doing previously, but, last one, so why not? I'll just go ahead and record those for you. So anyway, let's go through at what people wanted me to do for them. Let's have a look in my inbox here. Now, the first person who got... sorry, I hit the mic there. The first person who got back to me was DantarBlade, who got back to me with a reading from... I've no idea. It's a little poem in an epic voice he asked me to do. So let's go ahead and read this one out. Of a boy child in the north, the land songs do sing, He will slay the fallen prince, he who shall be called king. A prophecy. Okay, so that was that little poem in an epic voice. I don't know what's it for. Maybe it's for an existing book. Maybe it's for a book it's reading, because that seems to be happening too. People are asking me to read stuff from their books. Will it be the next person? No, next person is Capitalist 111. Haha, we meet again, Capitalist 111, who made me read out Fox and Socks and Knocks and Box and Knocks and Chicks with Clicks come, Chicks with Clocks come, Chicks with Ticks and Talks and Clocks come. Look, sir, Mr. Fox, sir. There comes the blah 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 blah. That's an awful book to inflict on children, making them cry. But yeah, read that tongue twister, and this time, instead of a tongue twister, thank God for that, he's asked me to read the speech from Kefka from Final Fantasy VI, which I believe is the final speech from that game, that the whole big boss speech from Kefka. So here we go with that.
I've acquired the ultimate power. Observe such magnificent power. You're all nothing more than fleas compared to me now. Embrace your destruction. It is the fate of all things. Why do people insist on creating things that will inevitably be destroyed? Why do people cling to life knowing that they must someday die? Knowing that none of it will have meant anything once they do. Life, dreams, hope. Where do they come from? And where do they go? Such meaningless things. I'll destroy them all!
And that was Kefka from Final Fantasy VI as requested by Capitalist 111. Now, the next person who made a request was nixlasher, who asked me to read the first chapter or the first draft of a story he's writing called R-Fermi. And the story features four main characters: Nick, clever, right? Stella, Brandon, and Don. It's all told in the first person, and every chapter alternates from the four characters' perspective. Okay, and yeah. So he's asked me to read the first chapter. Fortunately, it's not a very long chapter, but I'm guessing it's just but it's still longer. It's definitely longer than 1 minute. Okay. Well, longer than 30 seconds, which is shorter than 1 minute, but longer than 1 minute as well. So, here we go. R-Fermi, Chapter 1. Chapter 1. Nick, wake. No, please! Fish in a dog's body who's also my mom for some reason, and maybe a puppet too? Stop! Beep, beep, beep. Ugh. Damn it. Gotta wake up. Well, get up then. Okay, now, what day is it? Thursday? Whatever. Drink. I'll go get a drink before I shower. No one's awake yet? That's good. What is that for today? I gotta lie to my first professor and show him corrupted essay files on my thumb drive. I gotta complete the first and last page of the packet I've had for 2 months and fill in a bunch of... Oh, damn it! A cockroach in the cupboard. Ew. I think I'll drink from the bottle. Yeah, okay. Right. Fill in a bunch of crap in between and hope my second professor doesn't check it. Then lie and tell him that another teacher requested I leave to take a test. After I leave, it's not good water. I'll try and BS my way through an essay for the professor I see right after that class. Ooh, vitamin water. Hopefully I can write a half-decent essay in those 12 minutes, then print it out in 3. I don't want water on my head right this second. Could I just take a shower later? No? That's disgusting. I'll just go and get the mail real quick. Okay, if I turn in that one essay, he might not ask for the others quite yet. That'd be cool. Why is there an open van parked out front? I wonder if Albert Fish ever used a van. Did they have vans? What's wrong with me? Okay, it is damn cold outside. There are 2 men in front of me with wet towels and a concerningly large sack. Concerningly isn't a word. Did I just say large sack? Why towels? And then Nick says, damn. Chapter 2, Stella. This is different. And that was the request by nixlasher for the book that he was writing. Sorry, did I mention that? Yeah, it was for a first draft of a book he was writing, nixlasher. So that's done. Next person who asked for a request was, well, it was Zariat, but then I wasn't going to just sit and try and watch however many commercials to try and commercial for Super Mario Kart and then do the transcribing. If I ever do this again, I have to request that people actually give me the text they want me to read as opposed to asking me to transcribe from video to do that, because that's just annoyingly noisome. So Zariat decided to opt out of that. Next person was nope. More personal messages. SventheCrusader, who asked me to read an excerpt from a story he's collaborated on, a story he collaborated on, or he. I'm guessing Sven is a guy's name. It is a guy's name. What am I talking about? It's a foreword for one of the original stories he's collaborated on. So here we go. The foreword. Tureen is a landmass in the middle of the Melhorn Sea, comfortably large and temperate in clime. On some sides of the sea, it seems to be normal. Long grass, dark cliffs, lush forests, rushing rivers. On others, though, things change. On one side of Tureen, where there should be grassland, there is nothing but sand and yellowing plants. Where there should be daylight, there is nothing but darkness. Clouds thicker and darker than any natural phenomenon blot their way across the sky day and night, letting no light through, neither sun nor moon. A darkness that chokes the land and strangles its people. A darkness that has been there for as long as living memory. This dark country is called Tadarl. People still live in a dark country, eking out a meager living from what they can. Plants grow in small and feeble numbers, under the light of oil lamps that flicker throughout the day. People, pale and wan and bent out of shape without the sunlight. People, trying to survive. Those in the light countries have nothing but harsh words for the people trapped beneath the cloud. People say that nobody would live in such hardship unless they chose it. People say that those who live in darkness are those who love the darkness. They call them evil. They say that instead of feeding on what refused to grow, they fed on something else. They fed on life. But Tadarl does not. Tadarl is a country of people of all races and all bents. Tadarl is hungry. Tadarl is sickly on the smoke that gives them the very light they need. Tadarl is pushed ever inwards by its neighbors, and in a twist of bitter fate, the darkness recedes only as they do. What trade they do manage with neighbors that despises them is not enough. Tadarl is hungry. Tadarl is desperate. Tadarl is looking to war. And that was the request by SventheCrusader. Are you intrigued by the story now? Is it intriguing you? Super intriguing? Yes, yes, no, yes. Yeah, but I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so that was SventheCrusader's request. Next person is wanted me to do a dub, quotation marks, of Hakumen's speech from Blazblue. Blazblue? One of the two, anyway. And yeah, I don't know why they chose that particular voice for that character in the game. It doesn't look like a voice that fits that character. I listened to the Japanese version, and it was a very stereotypical samurai. Oh yeah. So I tried to include that more into what I did for this character. So here we go.
I am the White Void. I am the cold steel. I am the just sword. With blade in hand shall I reap the sins of this world and cleanse it in the fires of destruction. I am Hakumen. The end has come.
Okay, and that was 64 Power's request for me to read Hakumen's speech from Blazblue. Next person was DemonicBliss, who asked me to read the prologue to This Book is Full of Spiders, Seriously Dude, Don't Touch It, by David Wong, which would be the sequel to John Dies at the End, which which is one of those books which I keep thinking to myself, I should probably get it along with I'm Invincible. Is that what it's called? I don't remember. Yeah, but it seems like a fun book from what I've read of it anyway. And what I've read of it? Well, I've read this part. Come and listen to me read this part. You know how sometimes when you're drifting off to sleep, you feel that jolt like you were falling and caught yourself at the last second? It's nothing to be concerned about. It's usually just the parasite adjusting its grip. I guess I should explain that a little further, but it will take a while, and you have to promise not to get mad. My name is David Wong, by the way. It's on the cover. If you don't know who I am, that's perfect. That means you didn't read the previous book in the saga, which, to be frank, doesn't paint me in the best light. No, don't go read it now. It's better if we have a fresh start. So, hello, stranger. I'm pleased to have this fresh opportunity to try to convince you I'm not a shithead. Just skip the next paragraph. If you do know who I am, presumably because you read the previous book, I know what you're thinking, and in response, I can only say, no, fuck you. Stop sending me hate mail. Please note that all correspondence regarding the class action lawsuit resulting from the publication of that book should be directed to the publisher's legal department, not me. Go find the address yourself, you bunch of greedy fart souls. And that was the prologue to This Book is Full of Spiders, Seriously Dude, Don't Touch It, by David Wong, and requested by DemonicBliss. Hope you will enjoy that. Burp. Sorry. That seems to happen every time. Okay, next request. Next request was from Dark Master 13, who asked me to read a passage from a paragraph from the intro to an adult text-based game. Which is different, called Corruption of Champions. Yeah, here we go. You grew up in the small village of Ingnum, a remote village with rich traditions, buried deep in the wilds. Every year, for as long as you can remember, your village has chosen a champion to send to the cursed demon realm. Legend has it that in years Ingnum has failed to produce a champion. Chaos has reigned over the countryside. Children disappear, crops wilt, and disease spreads like wildfire. This year, you have been selected to be the champion. Oh, right, and that was the first paragraph of the intro to the adult text-based game called Corruption of Champions, as requested by the Dark Master 13. Interesting choice there. Interesting game idea there, too. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, that's awesome. and cool and weird that text-based adventures are still working in this day and age. Next person was MwalkerMuppet. MwalkerMuppet, who decided to do something horrible, even though I said specifically in the video not to do any more tongue twisters. Well, suggested not to do any more tongue twisters, but he decided, no, I'm going to be a horrible human being, and I am going to force Edwin to read a speech from V from Vendetta, from the movie even, which is it's cool. I also like the movie. Prefer the graphic novel, but there we go. MwalkerMuppet, you're a horrible person, but I went ahead and read it for you anyway, you horrible, horrible human being. So here we go. Who are you? Who? Who's but the form following the function of what, and what I am is a man in a mask. Well, I can see that. Of course you can. I'm not questioning your powers of observation. I'm merely remarking upon the paradox of asking a masked man who he is. Oh, right. But on this most auspicious of nights, permit me then, in lieu of the more commonplace sobriquet, to suggest the character of this dramatis persona. Voila! In view, humble vaudevillian veteran cast vicariously as both victim and villain by the vicissitudes of fate. This visage, no mere veneer of vanity, is a vestige of the vox populi, now vacant, vanished. However, this valorous visitation of a bygone vexation stands vivified, and has vowed to vanquish these venal and virulent vermin, vanguarding vice and vouchsafing the violently vicious and ferocious violation of volition. The only verdict is vengeance. A vendetta, held as a votive not in vain, for the value and veracity of such shall one day vindicate the vigilant and the virtuous. Verily, this vichyssoise of verbiage veers most verbose, so let me simply add that it's my very good honor to meet you, and you may call me V. Are you a crazy person? I'm quite sure they will say so. Remember, the 5th of November. Gunpowder, treason, and plot. I know of no reason why gunpowder, treason, should ever be forgot. And that was V's speech from V from Vendetta, his speech to Evey when he first meets her on the streets and beats up a couple of bad guys, bad dudes going down, dudes. Bad dudes going down, dudes. Okay, so next person who made a request was oh no, that's it for YouTube. Now let's go on Facebook now. No. Okay, and a request from Anthony DeMoss. Could I sing the 4th generation of the My Little Pony theme, which I'm assuming is My Little Pony Friendship is Magic? Well, I decided to do that, but only in the way that I could. Only way that I could do it. So here we go. Anthony DeMoss's request. My little pony, my little pony. Ah, my little pony. I used to wonder what friendship could be, my little pony, until you all shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun, a beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat, and magic makes it all complete. Yeah, my little pony. Do you know you're all my very best friends? And that was the My Little Pony Friendship is Magic theme, as requested by Anthony DeMoss. Did you like it? Yeah. So, but did you like it? Did you? Could I be one of the backup singers from My Little Pony now? If you are in fact from Hasbro, could you please cast me in My Little Pony? Because I would totally be the best pony ever, or something. I don't know. And finally, last request by Nigel John Slack, who requested that I sing the chorus to Rebecca Black's Friday, Justin Bieber's Baby, or go Super Saiyan on the mic. It's your choice. I don't like choices. Don't give me a choice of what I want to do, what I'm supposed to do. Just tell me what I'm supposed to do, and I will give it my best shot. But since Nigel John Slack decided to make 3 requests, I decided to do all 3 requests in a single thing. So yes, sing Friday's chorus with a tune of Baby, or what little I know of Baby anyway, because I've never actually heard any Justin Bieber song all the way through. I mean, I'm not the target audience, and I don't really care. So I think I know da 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 da. I think that's the tune of Baby. I don't even know. And and then go Super Saiyan at the end, because why not? Okay, so here we go. Nigel John Slack's request. It's Friday, gotta get down Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday, getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying, yeah! Partying, yeah! Fun! Looking forward to the weekend! And that was Nigel John Slack's request. I just noticed the fact that it's not Stack, it's Slack. Sorry about that, John. Nigel John Slack. Yeah. So, sorry about that. Anyway, that was the last one, and that was Mystery Book Challenge number 13. All the winners, the very last Mystery Book Challenge for this particular 100 Days of Narration Challenge. Wow. Thank you, people who have been listening all this time and participating in all these challenges all this time. And thank you to the new people who just came on. Bit late, and it's all ending now, but hope you enjoyed what little there is left for the final week of the 100 Days of Narration Challenge. I don't know if I'll ever do another 100 Days of Narration Challenge, but it was an interesting experiment to do when I have my free time to do stuff in. Okay. All right. So, yeah, very last one, Bye, everybody, for the Mystery Book Challenge. But obviously, stick around for the very last days of the 100 Days of Narration Challenge. Terry Pratchett Week, and then the final 3 books will be me recording while on my trip to America. So those should be, hard to do, I think. All right, see you guys then. Hey, you seem like a cool, wonderful, and/or awesome individual with impeccable taste in voice actors. So why not follow me on Facebook or Twitter? You can keep up with the latest projects I'm in, or that my friends are in, or that you could be in, because I occasionally post links to open editions to various projects that require voice acting out there, or that nobody's in, but they're interesting projects nonetheless that you may also find interesting. Also, lots of random thoughts about whatever's on my mind at that particular moment. Usually it's about food or video games, or foodie video games. Anyway, you can follow me on Facebook at OmadonVA or Twitter at Omadon. Hope to see you there.